Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. In a few words, I'm your boy Over Chazal. I got Coop Dog with me today. What's going on, Coop?
What's up, bro?
Nothing much. So first off, I'd like to congratulate the Warriors on winning game two. Um, I know that it was kind of a blowout. It wasn't a big blowout, but it was about like 20 points.
Yeah, it was
Um,
formidable for the finals. So
yeah.
yeah.
Um, I mean, it was a pretty good game. It was kind of boring because the Warriors were gonna win the whole time.
Mhm.
Um, since I mean they were crushing it the whole game, so
Yeah. I
it
mean,
was.
it was closer in the first half, and then like the second half, they just blew the lead open.
Mhm.
I think the Celtics led at one point or another during the first half again,
Yeah,
but yeah,
yeah, they did. Um, yeah, I thought they were gonna come back in the fourth quarter, but they were already down by like 30 points or something like that. So
yeah,
it was pretty tough. Did you see the Jordan Poole half court buzzer beater?
I did.
What'd you
That
think of
was
it?
it's pretty good, bro. I literally
Yeah,
looked away for a second and I missed it, and then I replayed it and I was like,
yeah.
shoot, he was covered too. Like
Hmm.
it's pretty
He had
insane.
Peyton Pritchard on him. That guy's a pretty good defender.
Yeah.
Um, but it was a great shot. I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah. And it
Uh,
just like kind of slapped Celtics in the face even more.
yeah, it was basically like the turn off for the Celtics because I mean, after that, they just put all their bench players in
Yeah.
for the rest of the game.
And
But
that's with Clay not performing well at all. Like he was like 1 for 14, 1 for 8 from three. It was
yeah,
pretty bad game for Clay.
no, yeah, Clay was doing pretty bad. I think Steph did pretty well again as usual.
Yeah.
Jordan Poole kind of came up.
Came up
Um,
big. Yeah.
yeah, he wasn't really playing that much in the first game.
Yeah.
What did you notice in the second game that kind of helped him to, you know, have such a great game all around in game two?
So I think the Celtics just couldn't score in the second half. I don't know what it was. Obviously, like turnovers, they had so many turnovers that were just it was just bad passing. It
Mhm.
was horrible to watch, honestly. There was just not a lot of communication or whatever the thing was, but um obviously like the Celtics were not hitting shots and then the Warriors were. So I mean,
Yeah,
it it just comes down to that, honestly. Um,
it was pretty. I mean, it was a weird game for the Celtics because usually when we see them play, they're just so defensive and they're so good at trying to, intimidate the other team. And
yeah,
it was kind of weird to see them be that bad on the other side of the ball for as
I
long
don't know
as
if
they
they were
were.
super bad on the defensive end. I just think it was like the offense for sure just hindered them from scoring and like ultimately winning the game.
Hmm.
I think obviously Curry played really well. He
Yeah,
had like 29, I think.
yeah,
Um, so props to him, but
yeah.
I
I
think
think
going back to Boston, I think they're gonna shut him down.
really.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
these two games will be
Yeah,
Boston's.
I think what I was trying to say is that their offense was so weird. Not their defense, but their offense was just super splashy. It wasn't very technical as usual. It was
Yeah.
everybody was just trying to pass the ball. They weren't trying to make a shot.
Hmm.
So I just think for them on the offensive side, well, they kind of need to figure those things out because I mean you're in the finals. You shouldn't be making these mistakes, whenever it's in the finals.
Yeah.
Um,
I
but
think Jason Tatum had a better game by
yeah,
far, but I think also the first game their role players shot really well as well, like Al Horford. Um, what's his name? Is it Derek White?
yeah.
Derek White shot really well as well. He had like what 27 or something like that
Hmm.
first game, and I think they just had a bad game. Just didn't shoot very well. But ultimately,
I mean, I don't think it's a bad deal. I mean, it's still a 1-1. At least they got a game from,
Yeah,
being away. I mean, we
exactly.
said
Yeah.
we said before, they're a pretty good road team. I mean, and they're a pretty decent
Hmm.
home team as well. So
Yeah.
I mean, they can adapt to any environment. I just think it was a bad game, like you said,
Yeah.
for the Celtics. But Jason Tatum, he did well. Um, I just think maybe it was those role players, like you said, that were just kind of messing up a little bit. Maybe they just
Yeah,
kind of nervous, I guess, in those moments. But hopefully, we see them start making some better plays in the next couple of games. And I mean,
for
were
sure.
they were they making shots? Do you know?
No, I think I can check it.
Okay,
I'm pretty
because
sure they weren't making much of their shots.
yeah, because usually when the role players play really well, they make good shots. They make consistent shots, and I just think for them this game, maybe it was the home crowd that got into them. Maybe it was, just bad vibes all around. I don't know.
Yeah,
But I mean, hopefully we can see Jalen Brown step up a little more. See Al Horford come clutch again, like he did in Game One. Um, but I mean,
yeah.
we'll see.
How'd you feel about some of Draymond Green's antics?
I did see that Draymond Green was kind of talking a little trash to Grant Williams, who
Yeah,
he said, "You can't be me, you can't be me," some
yeah,
trashy things. It was pretty. I don't think he should have said that. I mean, I know you're playing well that game. I mean, you're
yeah.
winning the game, obviously, but you don't need to talk trash um, in those moments. But I can understand why he was doing it.
Hmm.
How did you
Yeah.
feel about it?
Well, I was more referring to like when so Jalen Brown took a three and he fell down. And I don't know if
Mm,
Draymond Green tripped or whatever happened.
I know
He
what you're
kind
talking
of
about.
fell down on him. And then he put his foot in his face and it was just kind of like, and then
Yeah.
he tried to pull his pants down.
No,
And
yeah, I
I was
saw
kind of
that.
like,
Yeah.
I was like, why? Why are you doing that?
I don't know. I think he's just trying to get into their heads from
Yeah.
that standpoint. Um, Obviously it was really weird. I mean,
Did
see,
he get like a technical or anything from that?
I think they both got technical, probably. I mean, I assume because of the NBA rules right now, uh, they probably both got tech. But to be honest, Draymond Green should have been ejected in a lot of games this season, but he
Yeah.
wasn't.
Yeah.
So it was. I know you're talking about now. I was kind of confused,
No, no,
but
you're good. You're
but
good. Yeah,
yeah,
but
Draymond Green
yeah.
has had some questionable uh, decision making, if I might say.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, do you have the stats on the game?
Yes. Okay. So it's kind of weird. Boston shot 37% from the field, and then they shot 40% from three.
Wow.
So they were
Okay.
just missing like easy layups,
Yeah.
putbacks. And then the Warriors shot 40% from three and 45% from the field.
Okay.
So it
I
wasn't that
mean,
much better. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I guess when you have that big of a turnover ratio between the teams, I mean, you can probably
yeah.
assume which team's probably going to win off of
I don't know.
that.
Can you look at the amount of turnovers they had?
Um,
I'm just gonna add them up.
because I think it's
I think it was 18.
18
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
the Celtics.
Yeah. And then 12 for the Warriors.
Okay. I mean, still, I mean, that's pretty big
Yeah.
difference, I would say.
Yeah.
Um,
Those are easy points.
yeah, for
So,
sure. So tomorrow, actually, it's going to be game three in Boston, Coop.
mhm.
Um, so I mean, off of this game too, what do you think Boston? I mean, we've kind of already talked about what do you think they need to change a little bit. I mean, for game three in order to get a W.
It's hard to say because so like in the first game, Marcus Smart, Al Horford both dropped like 20, 25 points each, which greatly helped them.
Yeah.
Um, it's I think maybe those guys staying consistent or your bench players coming up big, uh, having I don't know 8 to 10 points a piece,
Yeah.
um, just scoring against the Warriors, or on the defensive end, just getting stops, stop after stop, make them like make them shoot hard shots,
Hmm.
um, get easy rebounds, and just keep the ball tight
Hmm.
because the amount of turnovers is not good, especially for Tatum. He had 4.
Or wow.
Yeah. And Marcus Smart had 5. It's just these bad passes,
Hmm.
forced passes. So I think if they can improve on that, then we'll definitely see a win at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've kind of seen Marcus Smart. He's kind of been that guy all season where he's kind of, he's kind of forced a lot of things on the team. And I know that one game when, I think it was against the Bucks where he was kind of driving, and then on the other side of the court, Jason Tatum was wide open, and he didn't pass it. He got the ball stolen
Yeah.
or whatever. So I think those things, like you said, need to be fixed or changed, or just a little more effort maybe from those players.
Yeah.
Um, but their defense, like you said, they were solid defense.
Yeah.
They Warriors only shot 45%, which is pretty all right. It's on the
Yeah.
greatest.
It's
So I think what you said, and then the Warriors, Coop, they've kind of just been really pretty. I wouldn't say lucky. I would just say pretty calculated with their um, decision making, and
yeah.
obviously they make a ton of threes, which helps them out a ton.
Yeah.
Um, so, what do you think they need to kind of continue for going into Game 3 to get W in Boston?
So I'm going to talk about the Warriors actually, because
Okay.
we already covered the Celtics, kind of how they need to improve to win
Hmm.
this next game. So let's shift to the Warriors and break down. I think what they did last night was, or two nights ago was,
Sunday.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was it was good. I mean, Jordan Poole came up big. Uh, maybe we just need to get him in the game more, because he had 23 minutes and with 17 points, that for sure helped him a lot.
Hmm.
Um,
I would say probably a little bit more of Clay because he didn't shoot the ball that well.
yeah,
Um, so maybe he can um, do a little more, maybe make some more shots.
yeah,
But overall the Warriors played pretty well. Draymond Green, did he have he had points, but I don't know how many he had.
11
11.
points, 6 rebounds, and then 2 assists.
So pretty solid night for
Yeah.
Draymond. Um, so Warriors, they just gotta keep on doing what they're doing, and then the Celtics.
Oh wait,
I
excuse
mean,
me. I was looking at Andrew Wiggins.
I was like Andrew Wiggins.
Draymond Green had 9 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds.
Okay, Andrew only had 11. It's all right.
Yeah.
Um, but I do want to talk about this because this is a pretty big deal, Coop. Dan Schneider has stepped down as the coach of the Jazz.
Yeah.
It's we kind of saw it coming. He was kind of, last year people were saying he was going to be leaving the Jazz, but he stayed, and now he's officially stepped down as the head coach. Do you think this is a pretty big impact on Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert and
Yeah.
Jordan Clarkson. I mean, what was this mean for the Jazz?
Well, I feel
Um,
like it's probably a good decision. The Jazz haven't really made it past the first round in a while, so I think they might need a new coach to kind of spice things up a little,
yeah,
get these players in focus. If all those players are coming back next year, but I think it's good room for change. We'll see what the next coach has to offer and what they can do with this team.
yeah. Because I mean, you have a solid team.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
I have heard like on ESPN and other places, people are saying Donovan Mitchell should leave the Jazz. Um, they're saying good spots could be like the Knicks or maybe the Hornets or something like that. Um,
The
but do you
Hornets
think?
would be, I think that would be a good fit because Terry Rozier isn't playing the point guard very well. And Donovan Mitchell would be, I think he would fit right in, honestly.
Yeah.
Obviously, it would be different with like a pick and roll situation,
Hmm.
but
No, I think they can probably adjust because I mean they would have Donovan Mitchell, Gordon Hayward, who have played with each other before,
yeah.
LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges, and then Cody Zeller or whatever.
Hmm.
For
That's
a
a
little
stacked team.
stacked team, and then maybe keep Terry Rozier. I
Yeah,
mean, he's
yeah.
gonna be on the bench, obviously.
Like
Um,
that 6 man of the year, maybe.
yeah, yeah, obviously. I mean, and
Yeah.
then who's the big guy that they have? It's not Miles Bridges. It's
Is it
um,
Powell or?
no, PJ Washington.
Oh, yes, PJ
Um,
Washington.
he would be a good, you know, kind of a second center maybe or
Yeah,
power forward,
flex.
something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But they are looking for a coach. And you told me that Mike D'Antoni was in talks with the Hornets. Can you tell me a little
Yes.
more about that?
I think so. I might have read that wrong, but let me check and see if he's actually in
Because he would
talks.
be a pretty solid role for the Hornets.
Yeah. He's more of a coach that takes a lot more shots.
Because
Yeah.
he was the head coach for the Rockets when they were doing the 5 out and they were just
Yeah.
doing small ball.
Okay, yeah. So it's Mike D'Antoni identified as serious candidate as Charlotte Hornets begin interviews for coaching vacancy.
Okay. And he's been with the Nets, right? As like an assistant.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
No, because he has a ton of experience. And I think
yeah.
with his experience comes obviously a lot of wisdom and knowledge of the game.
Hmm.
So, I mean, that would be probably a really good team
Yeah.
that could
And
come out of the East.
The Hornets are a really young team as well. Like LaMelo, it's just gonna be his third year next year.
Yeah.
Miles Bridges, I think it's fourth or fifth. So it's a fairly young team. I mean, PJ Washington, he's been in the league for a couple of years now.
Hmm.
So definitely they're developing, and some of them are already developed and established. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And they do have a top 15 pick. I think it's number 12, pretty
Okay.
sure. Something
No,
like
because
that.
because we're 12,
Not
right?
12. They're
Yeah,
like
we're
probably
12.
13 or something. I
Yeah,
don't know.
something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. But they do have top 15 picks, so that's a good thing.
Okay, yeah, that's good
Um,
for sure. Maybe
and
get like a underdog in the draft or something.
yeah, um, obviously, I think Hornets have a bright future. And
Hmm.
I mean, maybe we can see them start to actually, be in the playoffs a little more.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely. Probably making a push for the playoffs next year.
I mean, I wouldn't say this season is a disappointing season for them because obviously they've had some
Yeah,
injuries and whatnot.
and the playing game
Um,
was it was a little disappointing,
yeah, I
but
mean, they lost like what 30 points,
yeah, I think
something like
maybe
that.
with a better coaching situation,
Yeah,
they'd win a game like that where it puts them in contention for 8th seed or 7th seed.
Hmm. I would say maybe sixth seed, fifth seed, maybe next year for the Hornets. I mean, Gordon Hayward hasn't been
We'll
playing
see. Yeah.
as he hasn't been playing that much either, though.
Yeah, sure.
Um, so maybe we can see a little bit more of him next year.
Hopefully we
Um,
do. Yeah.
yeah, and then maybe LaMelo steps into the MVP role. You know what I'm saying? Like he could be a
Yeah.
star player for that team, which he
Yeah.
obviously is
If he isn't
already.
already. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So, yeah.
they do have a bright future, Cooper. And I want to kind of switch over to Russell Westbrook and the Lakers.
Yeah.
Ron, not Ron, his name's Rob, I
Rob.
think. Something, I don't
Rob.
know. So he said that that Russ is gonna stay with the Lakers.
Yeah.
So he says he's gonna build around Russ and LeBron AD. A little surprising to me, because I mean I thought they'd go with the stay with LeBron AD, you know, kind of kick some of the old players out, but
Yeah.
hey, you know what? Maybe it'll work this year, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or next year. So I mean, do you think this is a good thing that the Lakers are doing? That they're trying to get some more talent around Russ, or what do you think?
Um, I feel like it might be their only choice with his max contract deal.
Because
I
he's
mean,
getting paid like what, 45 million a year?
yeah. So I mean, obviously he's still a good player. I think he got so much backlash for his performance this year just because he's not the same. And accepting that fact it's hard for like diehard Russ fans, but at the same time, could we see him improve? Yeah, I think definitely this year he has a lot to prove, and another year with the Lakers and LeBron, like I think maybe they'll make a playoff push this
Yeah.
year. I don't know, but I think for sure, like it's it's nearing the end of LeBron's career. I don't know how much longer the
I
end is
mean,
going to
he
be,
might
but
push to 40, like after 40, maybe.
yeah, that's what it's looking like because he wants Bronny to be playing with him, which is gonna be interesting. Do we draft Bronny, bro? Do we draft Bronny to get LeBron?
Bro, Bronny's been all over the place. I mean, he's been
I
like
know.
with FaZe Clan, he's been, you know, streaming, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Seems like he's got a pretty busy schedule. I
Yeah.
don't know where basketball is on that list. Maybe it's at the top.
Hopefully it's top
Um,
priority.
yeah, because I mean, his dad said before that he wants to play with Bronny.
Mm-hmm.
But back to Russ, we
Yeah,
don't care
yeah.
about LeBron. Uh, Obviously,
LeBron gets
LeBron.
coverage all the time. So
Yeah.
let's talk about
Uh,
Russ.
Russ, he averaged about 18 last year.
Yeah, which
Um,
isn't bad,
18,
but it's not what
yeah,
expected.
18, 7 and 9, pretty sure. For Russ, which I mean, people were saying last year he's always a second half year kind of guy. You know, he kind of gets used to the team the second half of the year, but it didn't really seem like that.
Yeah.
Um, so I mean, maybe they can get some more defenders on their team because I mean, last year they were like what, last in defense or whatever because they had so many old farts on their team.
Who couldn't
um,
get down on court.
like I mean, if you have Carmelo trying to guard Luka Doncic, it's not gonna
Yeah.
work.
Who do you put on
Um,
Luca, bro? Who do you
right.
put on?
I mean, Russ is still a good defender. Um, no lie about that.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, hopefully he can, you know, kind of. I don't know. It's so confusing when it comes to Russ because we've seen him average 30, 10, 10, and
Mm-hmm.
now he's like it's so crazy and weird.
Yeah.
Um, Maybe he comes back to OKC. That's why I'm hoping.
I don't think they're trading him.
No.
I don't think so. Because I think it was either a coach or like someone on the staff released like a statement. They were like basically we're gonna treat Russ like we treat any other player, and I mean, we're
Yeah.
just gonna try to improve this season. We'll take it day by day,
Hmm.
just getting back in the gym or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously he's got tons of room to improve. Um, but
And
is it enough?
I would like to say that AD last year, he was injured most of the year. So, I
Yeah.
mean, a lot more was put on Russ to do well.
Yeah, that's
Um,
true.
so I would like to see a little more of AD.
Mhm.
Because I mean, the guy's been hurt for like 2 years now. He
Yeah.
hasn't played at all. So, I mean, maybe he can. I mean, he used to average like what, 25, 12, and 2, whatever.
Yeah.
Um, so if he can get back to that like AD that we've seen before,
Hmm.
um,
If he could get back to Pelicans AD,
yeah,
that would be fantastic.
like that AD was
He was
insane.
different, bro.
Yeah,
He was crazy.
yeah. He was kind of like a. Would you say he's a little in his prime? He was better than Joel Embiid in his prime.
Um,
I mean,
Probably,
it's
yeah.
a tough question, but
Wasn't he on the cover of like 2K16 or 17?
mhm,
Yeah.
yeah. So sorry, I mean,
You're good. You're good. What's the next topic?
um. So you told me that Chet Holmgren, you have a little bit of a different opinion on it now.
Yeah.
What kind of
I
changed that?
was
What
I was a
happened?
little hard on him.
What happened, Coob? Why'd you
Okay,
change?
so I was looking at his stats, and like I was looking at kind of how he played in game, looking at some like highlights, and I was I was kind of impressed with his college performance. He has pretty good numbers for a freshman. But I'm just thinking like, can he translate that to the NBA? He does have pretty quick, like he's pretty quick. He's decent at ball handling, and like his shooting abilities, it's good for a big man.
Hmm.
So his numbers last year. So he played 32 games. Um, from the field, he was shooting 60%. That's good.
Hmm.
And then
Yeah.
39% from three. And he didn't like not take shots from three. He had like 41 for 105. So he was
Hmm.
taking threes. Um,
Yeah.
and he averaged 14 points, almost 4 blocks, and 10 rebounds, which
Wow.
is, yeah. I mean,
I
it
mean,
is college, but like still, that's pretty impressive for a freshman. And he has tons of time in OKC to improve. I feel like because if we get him right, I don't think we're gonna be a playoff contending team as
not
soon as
yet.
we get him.
Not yet.
Like
Yeah.
he's gonna need a couple years to develop, and we have a couple years, right?
Hmm.
Until we're like locked in for the deep playoff runs. So I think it would be a good risk to take because even if he puts in a lot of work and kind of turns out to be a bust, at least he was like a role player. And maybe we can like trade him or something before he ends up busting. I'm not
Yeah.
saying he's going to, but he might. He might.
Yeah. I would say for him, I was just a little surprised because I mean, he is a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I was kind of surprised they only did 1 year. I mean,
Yeah.
I would have liked to see him play a little more, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think he would have gained a lot more experience.
I just think he was crapping on teams, bro.
Hmm.
Like it was crazy. Like just go back and watch. Like, dude, man's average 4 blocks a game. Like he was destroying teams in the paint.
Yeah. I saw a clip of him playing Steph Curry, he crossed him over.
Yeah.
Like that was
Yeah.
he went behind the back twice.
Yeah. He's a little like slow on like moves, but he's pretty quick. And I think with his length, it's nuts, bro. Man's a 7'1". It's crazy.
7'1".
Yeah.
Dang.
I don't know what his wingspan is, but
Yeah. I mean, I think it'd be pretty cool to have him and Boguszewski in the paint at the same
yeah.
time. Like they have like 10 blocks per game.
Yeah.
So the first pick is the Magic, obviously.
Yeah.
Um,
And I don't think they need Chet. They might pick
do you
him,
think they
but
go with Jabari Smith over Chet?
I think Jabari Smith, yeah, he's looking like a number 1 overall pick.
Really?
Yeah.
So then the third pick would be the which one?
Paulo Banchero.
Yeah. No, I'm saying which team would it be?
Oh. I don't know, honestly.
It's not the Pistons.
Not
the Rockets. The Rockets.
Yeah, that's what
yeah.
I was.
I feel like him and Jalen Green would be a pretty good duo. Him and Paolo and Jalen Green would be pretty big.
Yeah.
Good duo, I would say. But yeah, I mean, it'd be pretty awesome if we got Chet Holmgren. I mean, he's obviously, like I said, he's a beast. He'd be very. How long would you say for him? How long would it take for him to grow, like become like a all-star? What do you think?
For him to become like an all-star caliber player, I would say maybe like 2 or 3 years. Because like it takes a while to like add muscle and adjust your shot, you know. So like
yeah.
I think it would take him a decent amount of time. Like he already has his shot down really well. But I just don't know like up against like a Celtics type defense how he would do. You feel me? Like cuz they have a lot of physicality. Just like what would he break down in that situation, or would he just rise to the occasion, block shots?
Yeah, because we've seen Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. He's done all that before. I mean, he's not scared of anybody. So maybe he can kind of give that mentality too with Chet. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I feel
that. So I mean, Chet, he is a very, very good player. Hopefully we get him. If not, there is 2 pretty big guys. I mean, that could fill our paint if needed. Jabari Smith and Paolo.
Yeah, which Jabari Smith is more of a shooting guard or small forward?
No, I think he's a small
forward.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Paolo
he's a little smaller.
Paolo is more the center, I would say.
Yeah.
Because he's
power
like
forward, like flex.
He's 6'10", 250.
Yeah.
Like, bro's a beast.
He's big, bro.
Like, and then he sweats 7 pounds of freaking sweat per game. Like,
yeah, but he got some like juice. So he's all good.
I wonder what's in that, because it could be helping him play better.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, it's helping him play better.
Yeah.
It's keeping him from losing 7 pounds of sweat
and getting those cramps, bro.
Oh,
like, imagine you're playing a game and just get a cramp all of a sudden. That would suck. So Deshaun Watson has a couple more lawsuits going on, Coop.
Yeah.
Mans has had 66 massages from women. I mean, if that's not like an indication of something going on with his head or whatever, I don't even know what it is. Because, I mean, I guess like 3 more women have filed lawsuits against him.
Yeah.
And he already signed a huge contract. So it's a pretty big deal, obviously. Yeah. Hopefully he wins it. I'm not sure if he's actually in the wrong in this situation.
Yeah. But with like 24, that's a lot. If they're, I mean, I think
it's up to 26 now.
I think most of them could be true. I think there might be a couple that are just trying to get some money, but I think most of them are true. That's a lot of, and I mean, if they have good evidence against him, could we see Deshaun Watson ever playing again?
Maybe. Um, Hopefully not, because I mean he's a very good player. Before all this happened, he was a Pro Bowler. Um, his team just wasn't that good.
Yeah, he's on a bad team.
Right. So
Yeah,
I mean, when that happens, I mean, you just kind of have to go through the season. Um, and then Aaron Donald, highest paid non QB player in the NFL. Congratulations to him.
yeah,
He's getting paid about 30 million per year or so.
a lot of money.
So
That is
I'm
at
very,
95 million for 3 years.
yeah, very excited for him, and
Yeah,
maybe they can get another couple Super Bowls going on for
yeah.
them.
Hopefully they can, bro.
Um, that'll be very interesting to see. And so hopefully Aaron Donald can. I mean, he's already a Hall of Famer in my opinion. Um, so hopefully they can just continue that run. A big question for me, Coop, is OBJ right now because I mean he still is a free
Yeah.
agent. He hasn't signed with any teams yet.
Is he still
Um,
injured right now?
yeah, he tore his ACL in February, so he's still going through the rehab right
Yeah.
now.
And didn't he have trouble with his ACL prior to that?
Yeah, he tore his ACL back in 2020. Um, so I mean, this is his second time tearing it.
Is
So
it the same leg?
I'm not sure if it's the same leg. I think it might be a different leg, but um, it would suck if it was the same leg.
Yeah, I don't.
Um,
Yeah, that would be terrible.
so hopefully he can. I mean, I think he'd be a good fit on the Browns.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, he was with them a couple years ago.
yeah,
Um, I mean, obviously the Browns is my team. I mean, you got the Seahawks. Seahawks aren't looking too good right now.
yeah. It's looking like a rebuilding phase.
Because I mean, you guys have Drew Lock, who's a very young QB. Um, are you still upset over the Russell Wilson trade?
I mean, it's kind of like no hard feelings because I mean he did a lot for Seattle. Um, I mean, I don't know what more he could do. Obviously, going to another Super Bowl would be nice, but
Yeah,
he had his run with the Seahawks, and I think for a while there, after those two Super Bowl like contention, one Super Bowl win, I think I don't know, it kind of fell off in a way.
I mean, I would like to have seen him have two rings instead of one. Uh,
What could have been?
obviously,
Yeah,
obviously that second one was taken away from him after he passed the ball on the 2 yard
yeah,
line. Um, I remember watching it. I was like
I did too, bro.
10
That's
or
right.
11.
I was so mad, bro.
I was in shock.
I was mad for like a week.
Yeah. Um, I mean, on that play, they should just give him the ball to Marshawn Lynch, let him
Yeah,
get a touchdown.
literally.
So, but this weekend we had Wales versus Ukraine. Um, pretty big game. Wales won the game on an own goal from the Ukraine defender. Um, so it was kind of heartbreaking because I mean everybody kind of wanted Ukraine to win that game. Obviously, it's a pretty bad situation over in Ukraine right now,
Yeah, for
um,
sure.
with Russia and everything. Um, I'm not sure what I mean. Obviously, there's still violence going on
Mm-hmm.
over there, but hopefully everything gets fixed.
Yeah.
Hopefully Russia kind of backs off a little bit. Um, so Wales is now in the group with the USA, England, and Iran. So it's pretty crazy group. Obviously, I'm gonna go with the U.S.
Mhm.
to win that group. Hopefully, it happens. Are you interested? Who are you interested to see kind of win, or
To be
matchups?
honest, I don't watch like any soccer, so I mean
I
USA,
mean, all
I
you have to
guess.
say is just USA all the way.
Yeah,
That's
USA, I guess.
it.
Who all plays for the USA?
Christian Pulisic, um, some guy named Stefan. I'm not sure what his first name is. But I mean, we made it to the World Cup,
Yeah,
so
that's all that matters.
congratulations, us. But I mean, that's it for me. I don't really have much else. Um, Anything you want to bring up, Coop?
So we should like maybe cover the mock draft, make
Okay.
one of our own.
Um,
I
is there
think.
a website for that?
Let's see.
Let me check.
I'm trying to find the website to do it on. Do you want to
All right,
maybe
I have it.
like
I have it.
go
Huh?
ahead? Go ahead.
Oh, I have it pulled up.
Okay, okay. You want to share your screen?
Yeah.
Let me call. Let me.
So here it is. Um, First pick, Orlando Magic. Seems like they need a power forward, small forward, or point guard. Coop. Um, Here's some of their players right now: Gary Harris, free agent; Mo Bamba, Jonathan Isaac, Markel Fultz. Um,
Wendell Ferguson.
he's really good.
Yeah.
Terrence Ross, Franz Wagner, and Jalen Suggs, two good rookies.
Jalen Suggs is
He's all right.
he was all right. Yeah.
Bull,
Cole Anthony.
Cole Anthony, RJ Hampton. Um, Admiral Schofield. Is that how you say it?
I don't know.
Okay. Um, who are you taking, Cuba? Because I think for me, I would take Jabari Smith.
That's what I was gonna take.
Okay. So for the first pick, we're gonna take Orlando, Jabari Smith.
Draft.
Second pick, OKC on the block or on the clock.
Who are we taking, bro? Who are we taking? Are we taking Chet? Yeah. Okay.
Taking Chet.
Let's take Chet.
Yeah, you see, we need a center really bad.
Yeah. And he could
14 points per game, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 19 years old.
I think he could develop into that center.
Yeah.
But
He weighs 195.
yeah.
Jeez. All right.
It's a little thin, bro.
So
Pachero, I think, is going.
yeah. Rockets.
Yeah.
All right. Paolo Boncaro.
Bro, look how much John Wall is getting paid.
I know.
47 million.
47 million per year.
Is it a 1 year?
Yeah, 1 year.
Okay. At least it's a 1 year contract.
Yeah.
Or do you think they're gonna
Um,
re-sign him?
to be honest, Kib, I think he's gonna go to a different team. I'm not sure which team though,
Yeah,
because I mean, there's a lot of opportunities for him to succeed, succeed.
yeah.
Um, so maybe the Hornets. I don't think that'd be a good place though. What do you think?
I could see him going to like maybe like I don't know, honestly. I mean, maybe the Hornets.
What
I would.
about what about Philadelphia?
I mean, Tyrese Maxey's. I think he's gonna step into that point guard
Okay,
pretty well. I don't know who plays it starting, but
yeah, maybe the Spurs. I don't know.
maybe the Spurs. Yeah,
Okay, so we're gonna go with Paleo Boncaro for the third pick.
yeah.
Obviously, he averages 17, 7, and 3,
So
6'10", 250. The guy's a beast.
guy is a beast.
So next we
So
got the Sacramento Kings. They weren't really expected to be on the top five. But I mean they're a good team. They have a solid team. They got De'Aaron Fox, DeMontis Sabonis, Harrison Barnes, Jeremy Lamb, Dante DiVincenzo, Justin Holiday, Davion Mitchell, who played for Baylor. Um, not really much else. Um,
so they
so
need a power forward severely.
I would say Keegan Murray, man, he looks pretty solid.
Yeah.
He's he averages 23 points per game.
Damn. Okay. How many games did he
Um,
play?
I'm not sure. Uh, yeah, well, let me see.
Well,
I'm
let's take him
okay.
and then we'll check.
So Pistons number 5. They have Kay Cunningham, Kelly Olynyk, Jeremy Grant, um, Marvin Bagley Jr. I mean, Marvin Bagley third,
Yeah.
28 million, bro. That's
Restricted free agent. So could we see him on
dang.
another team? I think maybe.
Hmm. Yeah. Hamida Diallo needs to be on OKC.
Yeah.
He was all right. Um, he was decent. Carson Edwards. Um, I would say so. They need a center. I mean, not center. Power
Powerful.
power forward or point guard.
I think they already kind of had a point guard in Cade Cunningham.
Well, he's actually a. Well, I mean, yeah, he is a point guard, but he's 6'6".
It's pretty tall.
So, would you say Jane Ivy or
I think
Dyson
I think
Daniels?
maybe another point guard because they do have like kind of a lot of power forwards and
Yeah. So the two best point guards are Jane Ivy or Dyson Daniels.
Richard Jaden Ivey, fourth overall.
17, 3 and 4, 6'4", 200. Pretty solid.
Yeah,
And then Dyson Daniels played in the G League. Um, 6'6", 185. Um, there.
Is there closed captions?
Yeah.
We
So
don't
what
have
do
to
you think?
watch it actually.
Yeah.
I think Jaden Ivey. I would
Okay.
take Jaden Ivey.
Let's go with Jay and Ivy for now. And then,
Yeah.
yeah. So next up, we got the Indiana Pacers. They need a point guard and a center really badly. They have Ricky Rubio, Malcolm Brogdon, Buddy Hield, TJ Warren, Miles
Yeah.
Turner,
Awesome.
TJ McConnell, Tyrese Halliburton. He has been playing really well.
Yeah.
Chris Duarte as well. He's been pretty decent.
So what do you think we should focus on? Point guard or center?
I would say probably point guard.
I'm gonna say center
Yeah,
because Miles Turner hasn't really been notable,
because he might be leaving too.
Yeah, he's on a 1-year contract, so I think we focus. Let's see, Jalen Gray.
Yeah,
Can check him out.
6'10", 250, 12 points, 8 rebounds.
And that's as a freshman, too. So
Okay.
I think we take Jalen Durham.
What about Mark? Hold on.
Oh yes, I was actually looking at him last night.
11 points per game, 7 rebounds, 72% field goal. 6'10", 242.
It's a big dude.
Yeah. I would say go Jalen Duren for now because he's higher on the list. So let's go with him.
Mark Williams could be.
Mark? You want to go Mark?
I think we go with Mark.
All right.
Let's go with Mark.
Steal the draft. Mark Williams. Next up, we got the Trailblazers. Obviously, they have Damian Lillard.
Did they just sign him last year?
Who?
Joe Ingles.
No, they trade for him. So what they need right now is a power forward pretty badly. They also kind of need a center as well.
Okay.
So
Yes, let's look for the power forward first, and then we can find. I think also like the power forward can kind of flex into the center if it needs to.
Something like Jeremy Sochan is the highest one. Only have just 9 points per game. But that's as a freshman.
True. Did he? I wonder if he started or not.
I think he did, yeah. Comparison, Udonis Haslem.
Does he sit on the bench?
Maybe. Did you see that meme where it was like Udonis Haslem was so mad they didn't even play?
Bro, he walked out like it's so funny.
I know it's so funny.
Like it was like Udonis Haslem stat line is like 3,000 hand claps, 400 dab ups, and like
oh my god. Oh wow.
But
all right. So I don't think we should go with this guy. I think we should go with Jalen.
Okay.
Because I mean he can play the power forward role pretty well as well.
That's true, yeah.
So let's go with him.
Let's go with him.
All right, next up is the New Orleans Pelicans.
Trading.
They need a center and a point guard. Very bad.
I think we take a point guard.
Yeah.
Actually,
No, because they have Jonas Valanciunas.
yeah, that's true. But they do have
Devontae.
Jose
Devontae Graham.
Alvarado, yeah. Devontae Graham as well.
Yeah.
So
No, I thought Jose was a shooting guard.
he's a point guard. Yeah.
I would say just be safe. We take Dyson Daniels.
Yeah. Does he have a stat line now?
It doesn't show, but can pull it up. Dude, what the heck?
I guess just look him up. Maybe. College.
Bro.
Try college game more.
This guy doesn't even have freaking stats. I don't think we should take him. Just because he doesn't even have stats.
I say we take him.
All right.
Let's just take him.
Let's just take him. He's from Australia too.
That's probably why.
All right, number 9, we got San Antonio. They need every single position.
Bro.
So I think if I was the Spurs at this point, I would just take best available probably.
Yeah, Shaded Sharp.
It looks like Shane Sharp is the best available right now.
And I think he's going to prove to be a pretty notable pick.
Everybody's saying he could be like the like sleeper in the draft, maybe.
I mean, it's still a top pick.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Let's go with Shaden. 6'6", 200 shooting guard.
Yeah, okay.
Number 10, we got the Wizards. They need a point guard and a center really bad. They got Porzingis, Beal, Caldwell Pope, Rui Hachimura. He hasn't really been showing up that much. Corey Kispert. Okay.
So, are we looking for center or a point guard? I think point guard, honestly.
There's not a whole lot of point guards.
Yeah.
Maybe this guy. He's ranked 17th. He's a freshman. 12, 3 and 3. 6 for 197.
Yeah. I think we pick him up. Maybe look at a couple others.
The best center available is a white guy.
7 foot.
Yeah.
11, 8.
Let's just go with Ty for now.
Yeah.
He looks like a pretty solid pick.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go with him. Next up, we got the Knicks.
Center.
They really need a center right now.
Okay. Do we take the white guy?
Maybe.
10-footer.
Julius Randle, Evan Fournier. We could take a power forward, maybe. It's maybe Jeremy Sochan. I mean, the guy's 6'10", 230.
That's true. Pretty big.
15th overall. You want to go with him?
I think the white guy might do more damage, honestly. Walker.
Okay. shot blocking, dunks, putbacks, hook shots.
Doesn't shoot with much range.
Right.
Most
So let's
centers
go.
don't. So
Yeah, let's go with Walker.
let's get him.
Next up, we got the OKC Thunder. Yes, sir.
Let's roll. Okay.
So we already took Chet. It was kind of like a center slash power forward.
Let's get a small forward.
Yeah, maybe AJ Griffin, bro. I've heard a lot about him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You want to watch a video?
Yeah.
I hope it's just like highlights or whatever. Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Got in the Kobe's. Okay. Does it have any like college film?
Yeah, I think it's pulling up right now.
Okay.
So strengths, athleticism, scoring ability, passing potential, defensive potential. Okay. 6'7" 220.
That's 7 foot wingspan. Great mobility, strength for his size. 2 through 4. He can play 2 through 4.
Mm-hmm. Weaknesses, shot selection, defensive effort.
We pick him up.
Okay.
I don't know. That's shot selections are one of our problems, I feel like.
Yeah. Benedict Mathurin, 17 points per game, 5 rebounds, 2 assists.
That's pretty notable.
Yeah. He's A overall, so it could be a steal.
I think we'd take him.
Okay. I like him.
Yeah.
Let's go with Benedict. Next, we got the Hornets. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. They need a center.
Yeah.
Look at the centers. Big dude. He's from Senegal.
He's too low, bro. I'm thinking maybe this guy.
He looks like Kelly Oubre.
Yeah. I was going to say. Plus, to me, he's 15 overall.
Yeah.
Young, big wing, productive, smart. Really good player. You like him?
Yeah, I like him.
Okay. Let's go to him.
Let's pick him up.
He's got some interesting hair.
Yeah, kind of like it. All right, so
I think for the Cavaliers, they need center, shooting guard.
Is Jared Allen? Yeah, he's a center.
Yeah, we don't need a center. The heck?
Jared Allen's pretty good.
I think we should go with the shooting guard, maybe.
Maybe a backup center. I don't know. In case he gets hurt. Let's just look at some centers or power forwards, possibly.
EJ Liddell, 19.
A little on the shorter side.
Yeah, but he averaged 19, 7 2.
Player of the year, contender.
Jake LaRava, 14, 3 and 6. Solid. Feeling the best option here good with Johnny Davis. 6'5", 194, 19 points per game, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 11 overall.
Is that what they need? Like, do they need?
It says it's pretty high on the list.
Okay. Maybe take John. Is it Johnny Davis?
There's also this guy. He's Mane Dieng, 6'10", 205.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think. What was the other dude's name? Johnny Davis. I think pick up Johnny Davis.
Okay. Do you want to go to 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there only like 20 picks in the first round?
Well, here's all our lottery picks. We got Jabari Smith, Chet Holmgren, Paolo, Keegan Murray, Jaden Ivey, Mark Williams, Jalen Duren, Dyson Daniels, number 8, Shaden Sharp, number 9, Ty Washington Jr.,
Washington.
Yeah. Walker Kessler, Benedict Mathurin, Jeremy Sochan, and Johnny Davis.
I'm liking these picks.
Do you want to take a picture of this?
Yeah.
Okay.
So are we not going any further?
Yeah, let's just do the lottery picks for now, and then we can maybe later on do 15 to 30.
Okay.
Sounds
good. Let's get this last one.
So that was our lottery mock draft picks. Let me know in the comments if you guys like it or not. Just something off the top of our head. So
yeah.
Maybe make a second one, maybe. Yeah.
Before the NBA draft.
Do you know when that is?
I don't. It's probably after the finals, I would guess.
Okay.
Here, I can look it up real quick. All right, it's Thursday, June 23rd.
Okay.
So we should definitely like live stream it or something.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, make sure you guys put on your day calendar. Yeah, June 23rd. NBA draft. Check it out. I think that's it for us. Yeah. I appreciate you guys listening to the podcast. We've actually made a TikTok account as well. It's on TikTok called Manatee Words 22 or Manatee Words Podcast. So go check that out.
Yeah, go check it out.
And
I'm not on TikTok, but
yeah,
go check it.
Yeah. We've gotten a couple of likes already, so
yeah.
But thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are welcome. Peace.